I first met our next guest over 20 years ago when I appeared as a cop on the strike team in the FX series The Shield. He absolutely crushed it on Justified as Boyd Crowder. He has since gone on to become a huge star. Me, of course, I'm still in Chicago. You can see him starring as a single dad, jumping back in the dating world on CBS's The Unicorn. Let's welcome in Walton Goggins. It's great to see you, man.
Good to be here, man. Good to see you too. We go way back.
You
Way
don't
back
have
and there's way
there is
back.
there is no way you remember this. Let me tell a quick story. It was over 20 years ago. I had Chickless on my show and I said, I love this show because Sean Ryan is a Rockford guy. I lived in Rockford for 6 years. So Chickless invited me out there. And it was a scene. We were in a warehouse and I was on the strike team as a cop. And the scene started with me. And then it went to you guys. There was a cop that died that was shot in a warehouse in
And a
LA.
warehouse, dude. Not only do I absolutely remember that scene, and we all kind of came in together. If it's what I'm, do you know what season it was? It wasn't
Uh,
the first season, and it wasn't the. It may have been the second. I think it was the second season because we were all still together. It was the second season, and it was about episode, I'm going to say like 8 or 9, and we were downtown Los Angeles. I
yes.
remember. Yes, I remember it very, very well.
But what I remember about that is, I thought it was going to be 90 minutes. We were on set in that warehouse for over 12 hours.
Yeah, that's how it happens, isn't it? I think that's for when I say a civilian, that's not an insult. It's just the truth. Like for anything, and I feel that way when I'm talking to my contractor. I'm a civilian. I have no idea what he's talking about. But people don't realize kind of the work that kind of goes into making a movie or doing a story like on television, whatever that is, and there's so many people that pull this off. I mean, the actors, we're just a cog in the wheel, but it is a lot of hard work, and you have to really love it. At least I do.
Right,
I love
right.
telling stories to work that hard and to kind of be away from your family.
Well, let
But
me
it's a great life, man.
well, let me refresh your memory. It was an Emmy award-winning performance by myself, just to let you know.
I knew
Remember.
that. I knew that. There were two. Chickless won the Emmy. CCH, I think CCH was nominated, and you were nominated. I knew that. That's right.
By the way, CCH, she is such a great actress. I love her. When you look back at the Shield, you got
Unbelievable.
Chickless, you got CCH, you got you, Anthony Anderson, who's on Blackish now. I don't think a lot of people remember.
I don't know. I think they do. I think Anthony has been in on our screens and in our living rooms for such a long time. I mean, Michael Pena, played my
Right.
partner for a year. We had Glenn Close, we had Forrest
Oh,
Whitaker,
yes.
and they all just keep kind of coming, and that's what's so wonderful about this business. I'm certainly in radio as well. I am, I've known Anthony for almost 18 years. And Blackish is one of our favorite shows. It's one of my son's favorite shows. And we were watching it the other night, and I just texted him. I haven't spoken to him in a while. And I said, man, I just want to tell you how good these stories are and what they have
Yeah.
meant to me and my family and my son during this time. And he said, Goggins, hey man, thanks, man. So it doesn't really matter. Like time is different kind of in this world. And people go on and they do different things, and you run back into them, but you get to watch them, and
Right.
it's lovely. It's great.
Well, I just remember everybody was just so kind and open when I was there, including, Forrest and Michael and you. And now here you are starring on CBS on The Unicorn. Man, you are crushing it.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much for saying that. I love, Peter, I love what I do. And this was a show and a story that really spoke to me. And I've never been in this lane, the network lane. And they have let me from the very beginning do what it is that I do. And I begged, Rob Corddry and Michaela Watkins and Omar and Maya, I begged those guys to come on this journey with me, saying that we will make you laugh. These people will make you laugh. But when it comes time to get to your heart, we'll do it in an authentic way. And
Right.
here we are, 2 seasons in, and I can't wait for the next one to start.
Isn't it interesting how TV has changed? Because a sitcom, very serious, a sitcom, unless, of course, you look back at MASH. MASH went from comedy, they had some very serious episodes, but you can go
Oh,
from
absolutely.
being serious to comedy back to serious. It's just not a 30 minutes of yucks.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I think there's so many. I think The Shield was one of the funniest shows on television. Like they're even, built into the DNA of Breaking Bad was funny too. There
Right.
are
Yeah.
built into the DNA of every great show is the equivalent to what we all experience on a daily and during any given day in our own lives. I mean, yesterday in my life it was so dark and it was so sad, intermixed with some of the funniest things that have happened to me in a long time. And I meant that like it was just and it was just a day, right? It's
Right.
just things in life, and that's just what we all experience, and certainly we're experiencing more now than ever.
High highs and low lows. Yeah, that's how life
Yeah,
goes. I want to ask you about Boyd Crowder on Justified. You were so good. That, by the way, that show was absolutely fantastic on FX. It was so
thank you.
good.
Thanks for saying that, man. We
And
had a good
you grew
time.
up in Alabama. You already had the hillbilly accent.
Well, I grew up in Alabama. I mean, I was born in Alabama. I was raised in Georgia, and it's funny you say that because it's the reason why I want to continue that show, other than Graham Yost, our showrunner, and Michael Denner, the director, and the cast. But I was a poor kid. I am a poor kid from Georgia, and rural America is something that means a great deal to me, and I've spent a lot of time and in different parts of rural America, and it was an opportunity to talk about um, I don't want to say a class of people because I am that those are my people, but talk about the struggles that happen outside of an urban environment, and to make those people real,
Right.
and their struggles real, and that's what that was for me, and I'm grateful to have been given the opportunity to do that.
You were so good. And by the way, I follow you on Instagram. First of all, number one, you have big teeth.
They're huge. They're big. Nothing I can do about that.
Number two, how many hats do you own?
Like a lot, like so many hats, like a lot. I love hats. Yeah, so a lot. I wear a lot of hats as a guy, so I wear a lot of hats metaphorically and physically.
Sure. You own is it a green leisure van that you travel in?
It is a Sprinter van. Yeah, 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 and it's the name of it is Vacilando. It's this great thing that I've always wanted it. I've always wanted something like this, and I'm not really a car guy. And my car is like 11 years old. I really don't put much stock in things like that. But I do like to go camping, and my I like to be out in the world and nature, and my son loves it. And it was an opportunity to just kind of take off whenever we wanted to, and I love it.
Wow, it's awesome. And I love a peek inside celebrities that I enjoy. And seeing you with your mother and seeing you traveling with your family, you're just like us.
I am you. It's no different. I'm not a celebrity. I'm just an actor trying to make his way through the world. That's it.
Trying to get our kids to school. Yeah.
Always, man. Hey, what a pleasure to speak with you, Pete, man. Thank you so much.
Well, continued success. You can check out The Unicorn on CBS. It is Walton Goggins. We'll talk
Look
to you
out for
soon.
that residual check, man, from the Shield. If they don't send it, then tell me, and I maybe and I'll check to see if they sent mine.
Okay, I'm on it. Thanks, Walton.
Okay, buddy. Bye bye.
Bye bye.